Hey guys and gals, EM-PINMAN back again with the tip of the day, wasting up to 5 minutes of your life or less, but hopefully I don't do that. Hopefully I can actually show you something and you'll like it. So let's get on with it. Well, behind me here I have my Sure Shot 2 I had to take out, which needed some servicing. I've been having an issue with the ABC rollover switches, and mainly because they're older and they keep going out of alignment. Because it's a custom machine, I have a short wiring harness on there, and it won't allow me just to unplug it and put the Playfield all the way back. So I've had to pull out this Playfield maybe a dozen times, and I'm kind of tired of it. So I have a new switch here and an old switch. What's going on is the old switch, the metal was getting fatigued and it's not keeping its tension. So it's throwing off my gapping. It's like I can gap the contacts and just, you know, within a few plays, it'll go out of adjustment again when it was aligned perfectly. And this is a problem when you have to pull out the Playfield every time. So with the new switch that I got, what I'm hoping for, and what I know will happen, is I have dependability going on here, because the new switch is actually a better build than the old one. You'll see in the pictures that the new switch has gold contacts on it, which are basically like a solid state. So you don't have to file these switches, and never file these switches because you'll ruin them. You can clean them with cotton swab and alcohol, or some people use a matchbook cover, you know, the cardboard style. Also, the lifter on here is longer than the original, which gives me more of a leeway when I'm gapping the contact. So that's huge, because if I was a 1/60th of an inch off on my old one, my new one will make up for that, and it'll be alright if I have that much more of a gap, because I have that extra leeway, because the spacer's, like you could see, it's almost like 3 times longer. Let's see, between it's the gold contacts are better, I think, over the long haul, just as far as maintenance. The nylon spacer being longer is definitely a better deal, and of course we got the newer metal too, so it's just a better deal to get a new switch and just make the investment, I think, when you got an area that you can't access. Now honestly, if I was able to get at the old switch easily enough, like if it was in front, I would just fiddle with it and keep working it as most people would. But I'm tired of lifting up the Playfield. I don't want to have to do that anymore. So I invested 30 bucks. I bought these from Marco Specialties. 30 bucks included shipping, so that was for 3 switches. Get new switches if you're having this same type of problem, especially if it's in a hard to get area. It's just not worth your time and effort and driving you nuts and possibly pulling out what's left of your hair. One thing to remember with these gold contacts on these switches is that they're low voltage, so do not use them in a high voltage application such as like a flipper switch, EOS switch. You'll probably blow the contact right off, and that wouldn't be happiness. Quick bonus tip of the day: Woodsies and glue, wood glue. They'll come in handy when you have a stripped hole on your Playfield, like I did with putting in these switches. So I filled the holes there, and what's great about these Woodsies is I used to use toothpicks. Woodsies are like a matchstick size, so you just basically whittle them down a little bit with a box cutter on the edges, maybe round it out a little bit, kind of like a dowel, and use the usual that you do with toothpicks when you're filling up these holes. So just glue, put them in, pound them in a little bit, and snap them off, and bam, you're done. Bonus tip for you. What can I say? Well, that's all I got for you this time, folks. So you stay healthy, stay happy, and go play some old-time pinball. See ya!